Welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the spiritual guru inside of you. Hello, beautiful. Hello, handsome. How you doing today? And if no one has told you today that they love you, let me be the first. I love each and every single one of you because love makes the world go round and round and round. And truly, love is the greatest medicine of them all. And simply put, ladies and gentlemen, love always wins. But before we begin our fabulous message for today, I need you to like, comment, subscribe, and ding, 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 ding. Hit that notification bell so we can give you information every single day on how you can live heaven right here on earth. Okay, so say hello to Snoopy. Isn't he darling? Isn't he darling? Snoopy is my birthday gift that's coming up in a couple of weeks. And this is Kitty. I'm just going to call him Kitty. This is my Valentine's Day gift. And it's from my youngest son, Sirius 7. Now, the topic of today is how to raise spiritual children. How to raise spiritual children. Now, if you understand Sirius 7, well, you can see in his name, Sirius comes from the African dog star god, Sirius. And if you understand that star god, he was truly with the Dogon tribe of Africa. They used to be able to literally look up into the sky and connect with the Most High and that star. And basically, in a nutshell, bring miracles, manifestation right here on earth. That's how strong and how powerful that they were. So, of course, preparing Sirius for being in this lifetime, I want to give him powerful, wonderful names such as Sirius after the African dog star god. But also, because, you always want to give your children some really powerful, once again, spiritual names. Because remember, they're spiritual beings just having human experiences. And 7, need I say any more about the number 7? It always have the spiritual connotation of completion. There's 7 rainbows in the clouds, 7 systems in the body. 7, as you know, lucky 7 has very positive vibrational frequencies of magic, miracles happening right here on earth. So that's the first thing I did. I gave both of my children, my oldest one is named River Nile, named after the Nile River in Africa. Okay, this is with the origin of civilization, the origin of spirituality, the origin of religion, of the social order, of law, of architecture, of everything is a manifestation coming from Kemet, Africa, the land of the black. So that's the first thing I did, was give my children very spiritual names. So every time someone said their name, they're bringing that, vibrational high frequency of, remember, the star god dog. So, understanding that he is a god, he is a god. Also, with Sirius, he is born of the Gemini, if you know the twin. So sometimes he could be Jekyll and sometimes he could be Hyde. But always keep the vibration in the realm of positivity. And that's the key thing, because when Sirius was very, very young, oh my goodness, we saw it coming. My boy would have tantrums. And literally those tantrums progressed. I'm talking from 2 to 3 to 4. I actually started tantrum at 1. So I knew, oh my God, he started really young. And then it came 2, and then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. You talk about that. Up until literally maybe about a year or 2 ago, a tantrum. And over not being able to win a video game. Drama. The kid is almost 6. He is 6 feet now. But at the time, he was almost 6 feet. So if you could understand that throughout the years, while trying to wean him off of that negativity and that vibrational frequency, I just kept on working on him, kept on reminding him who he was. And more importantly, I started to see him as that, trying to encourage your kids to shift from negative behavior or negative sanskars or personality the best thing that you can do is, number one, see them as the goddess that they are. Number one, speak that into existence. They say life and death is in the power of the tongue, Proverb 18:21. You have to speak into existence what you want them to be, or as they actually are, because we know when you're a God, you're kind, you're loving, nonviolent, compassionate, caring, giving, sweet, kind, loving soul. Okay? It's nothing natural about anger, about hate, about violent behavior, about frustration. Okay, that type of energy and things of that nature brings down your vibrational frequency and basically causes a lot of challenges for you in life, okay? Health-wise, it manifests as cancer and a lot of other major diseases, high blood pressure, heart attacks, etc. So we always want to focus on realizing that we've been taught it's been natural, that it's okay, that you got to vent, that you have to get it out. No, you don't. What you have to do is come one with your divine self and realize that that's emotional instability, and that's a mental dis-ease, okay? It's a mental illness. You haven't been taught that. And you've been taught that it's acceptable. Well, I always tell people at one time slavery was acceptable and was the norm, but it didn't make it right. And neither is the behavior of anger and things of that nature that's taken them out of their godly nature, etc. So what I would do with him on a consistent basis is give him tons and tons of love. When he's in the energy, you want to hug. I love you. Everything's okay. Everything's kind. I taught him tapping. I taught him breathing. I taught him meditation. I taught him prayers. He's reading right now the book Happiness Unlimited. I taught him about, the fact that he is a God. I taught him prayer. I taught him meditation. I taught him breathing. I taught him affirmations, visualizations. Like I said, educating him. B.K. Shivani, listening to a lot of spiritual works. Reverend Ike, we was watching, a wonderful Reverend Ike video on the empowering of the I Am principle. And in addition to that, smudging, going at the altar. He knows to pray when he eats. He knows to pray when he drinks. He knows to pray when happy. Pray before his basketball game that he would have. Pray. His father was sick at one time. He went to the altar and we prayed for the healing of his father. Every aspect of our lives, prayer, meditation, and God has been at the center of it. And what's so beautiful about it is because I spoke it on a consistent basis, and more importantly, because I personally practice it. I never forced it on my children. I taught them that. We practiced it for a period of time, and then I released them and let them go to find out their own way of expression. I think that sometimes a lot of children, and even when I was young, I loved my mother because she didn't force me to adopt a particular religion because it was the religion of the family. Like if the family's Catholic, you got to be Catholic. If it's Protestant, you got to be Protestant. If it's Jewish, you got to be Jewish, etc. My mother always, we went around to every church, synagogue, shrine, you name it. And we would go there and she would say, "Are you comfortable?" And sometimes I was, and most of the times I wasn't. I just felt comfortable. And I think because children already know. They already know that the God within inside of me, that's all that I need. I don't need to go out and, number one, I know that God's not out there and it's not up there in heaven. I know that God is inside of me. And I instinctively know, to do good and have integrity, values, morals, and ethics. We already have that endowed within inside of us, and the universe gives us an opportunity to bring it out. But in so many words, the reason why I'm here today and I'm discussing with you today is because we reached a major milestone. He hasn't had a tantrum in over a year. He has become the divine angel that I spoke into existence. He's kind, he's compassionate, he's giving. He's doing things that I want him to do, like doing his chores and brushing his teeth and making his meals, and he's even going out and exercising. And you know how it is to get kids, for years, trying to get him to go out and exercise and go to the park on his own volition and, get fresh air, sunshine, walking, breathing. And A lot of times I would have to take him. And now at his own volition, he gets up every day. He goes to the park, by himself, with COVID and things of that nature. Unfortunately, his friends are miles and miles away or they're on the internet, but he practices and he does it by himself, and he is at peace with himself and who he is and loving himself. He's become a more overt conversationalist. He even, with his grandmother who has started to live with us for a period of time, he has been gracious and kind with her and loving and cooked a meal for her and things of that nature. I mean, all that I wanted him to be, he has become. Now, the beautiful thing about it is, did it happen overnight? This is what I want you to get. Of course not. He's 16 now. I've been working on him for 16 years and counting. And so that's why I want you parents to be patient. One of the things that I really realized, especially about personality, I didn't get it until, well, I got it when by the time they was 4 or 5 years old. We have children, and I remember a parent was getting frustrated with her son because he wasn't doing and acting the way that she wanted him to act. And I reminded her, and even reminded myself, that, wait a minute, we never get upset with them when they fall 1,001 times when they're learning how to walk, right? Well, when they fall as far as their character, when they fall as far as their grace and mercy and compassion and loving behavior, this is where we just need to trust that they're going to get back up, dust themselves off, and try it again and do better next time around. Just seeing him, come with these wonderful little gifts with his own little bit of money. And what was beautiful is when he had money, he didn't just focus on spending it on himself. He focused on trying to make other people happy. And like I said, I lead by example, meaning I am all of the character traits I want my children to be. Children are watching you every little step of the way, and it's every little step of the way, and they're taking your cue. So I know the main reason what has really helped me out is that I've been consistent in doing my own spiritual work. My children have walked on me in prayers and meditation and visualization and chanting and breathing and all that kind of stuff. Even though they may not be doing it, they see me doing it. They see it penetrate. And they also see me interacting with other people and seeing my behavior and seeing me being kind and gentle, compassionate, giving, loving, peaceful soul, and having that vibrational frequency inside my household. Oh, and another thing which I do every single day, I pray for my children, that they'll be kind, that they'll be gentle, that they'll be giving, that they'll be love, they'll be compassionate, they'll be graceful, they'll be merciful, that they'll be pure souls. Every day, every day, every day. And are they perfect at it every day? No. Do I get upset with them? No. I just smile. Sometimes I say, we have a joke in here. I say, BK Shivani, BK Shivani, BK Shivani. Because she's one of our great spiritual friends that we take some cues from. And so, and he'll say to me, PK Shivani. And so that's what I want you to fully grasp and understand. I try to hang around and be around spiritual people. I try to practice spiritual things. I try to listen to spiritual music, read it, write it, speak it, do it, and watch it. And your children are watching you, and they're looking over your shoulders for those type of things. So that's what I want to let you know. It's about consistency. It's about discipline. It's about order, balance, reciprocity, harmony, balance. What does that sound like? Ma'at. So I live, breathe, and do my art every single day of my life. And so he's caught on. The vibrational frequency is there. And more importantly, he sees the benefit of it because he's become a more happy soul. I'm going to share this with you before I let you go because this is really important. So don't go anywhere right now. Listen to this. I hope you're staying because most people, attention span is so short and you're missing a blessing. But last year, when they were having mental health month. My youngest son came to me and basically said he was depressed, he was sad, etc. And I found it very ironic. It's right around Mental Health Awareness Month. And if you keep on saying mental health awareness, people start thinking, I think something's wrong with me, because everybody's telling me something's wrong with me. Everybody's saying it's Mental Health Awareness Month. And I found it quite ironic, because before then it wasn't, a subject. But, it's on social media everywhere. It's on news. It's everywhere. Okay? And some people start thinking, well, maybe I do need that. Maybe I'm mental. Maybe I do need some mental health. And I remind them, I say, oh, son, you are just fine. Spoke to him. You are happy. You are kind. You are beautiful, spiritual soul. And all is well. So that's what I want you to hold on to. Okay, hold on one second. Let me see, make sure he's doing. Oh, okay, that's my sonny. That's the dog. It's like he's choking on something. He's licking his paws. Anyway, listen. But in a nutshell, since that time, I told him certain things that he could do to get rid of his depression, and he's doing it now. Taking these wonderful, beautiful walks in fresh air, sunshine. Being around nature is major healing, because they are all nature friends, are God's assistants in bringing joy, peace, and happiness into our lives. Fresh air, sunshine, exercise brings your endorphins up and make you feel happy and invigorated and alive and well. Okay, being nice, smiling, doing a favor, making someone else smile, giving a gift to someone. When a gift gives, people say, I love you, make them happy and joy. He gave my mother flowers the other day, which brought happiness and joy, and a hug and a kiss from her to him. I always tell people that if you give out love, love is going to come back to you. That's how it goes. What goes around comes around. You want love, give love. You want happiness, you want joy, you want peace, give it, and so shall it be. So that's what I want you to realize, that a lot of young children are going through a lot. And the best thing that we can do for them is be of the high vibrational frequency and give them a whole lot of love, joy, peace, and happiness. And put that vibrational frequency out there too for them. Peace, hetapu, namaste. Have a fantastic, glorious day. And I want you to comment below and tell me how you're raising your wonderful spiritual souls. How children can be spiritual beings. First, mom and daddy have to be spiritual beings too. Bye-bye for now.